Too Strong has spoken about rap music before and rap artists and all things black culture. And what we usually get told is, well, back in the day, rap music used to be better. Y'all just don't understand. It was a lot better back then. Didn't have all this stuff in it and this mess, blah, 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 blah. Well, unfortunately for some, that's not the truth. You see, what I think it really was is that we were so enamored with the lifestyle and the tunes and the beat, and they knew how to make them. Let's be honest. I will say something. I think the beats today are not nearly as as they were. I could give you that, and I think that was by design. Now they don't have to hide nothing in the beats no more. They can just be frank. But when people tell you that it wasn't like that back in the day, we got news for you. Y'all remember Biggie? Biggie, and everybody knows Biggie. Everybody knows Tupac. Everybody knows Puff Daddy. Everybody knows Busta Rhymes, right? Well, y'all remember the song "Put Your Hands in the Air If You're a True Player"? Remember that song? That was big back in the day, right? It's probably still big today. I don't listen to it, so I wouldn't know. But the music video was interesting, to say the least. It was interesting, and I think many of us may have missed it. Now, don't tell me you didn't see the music video, because we had VHS and MTV back in the day. Now, if you remember correctly, we used to buy CDs, buy cassettes, and when we would go home, we would have our VCR ready to record these music videos so we can listen to them when we're cleaning homes and stuff, right? You remember this? Y'all remember you used to do that? Record VH1 and record MTV. You can't say you never saw the music video. Probably, though, what you missed was the most obvious parts of the video. Did you know that in that music video, there was a transsexual reference? Now, I'm not going to go on a limb to say that the person that they're suggesting is one. But walk like a duck, quack like a duck. It might be, this looks an awful lot like it might not be an actual woman, but she, he, it, whatever it was, part of the main story in the whole music video. Now, mind you, there is a point in there where it is talking. That's how I'm going to refer to the individual as it, since I don't know. It was talking to a guy, and it didn't have any time for that guy, but the guy was really into it. And then it turns its focus, and lo and behold, who was it talking to was Busta Rhymes. Now, over comes Biggie to push the guy out the way to talk to it, and all of a sudden now it's interested in Biggie Smalls. Now, how do we know it wasn't it? Well, a couple of frames before, I'm telling you can't make this stuff up. A couple of frames before, it was in a bathroom. Not just any bathroom, the male bathroom, using a urinal the way a man would use a urinal in a short skirt. Now, for all of you who said that rap music was better back in the day, keep that same energy when y'all see it, okay? And make sure you tell me after seeing back in the day that it was better back in the day. If you think I'm lying about what I say, take a look, frame by frame, and you make your own assumptions about what you see. I'll be right back.
I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy.
All right. Okay. Look. All you have to do is say, wow, I guess it wasn't as good as I thought it was back in the day. I was bamboozled. That's the easy answer for you to give. But I understand the next answer that's going to come. Oh, that's just one video. That's only, how can you be sure? Maybe they were just joking around. That's not the point. The point is, you said that it was more wholesome back then. And we've been trying to tell you that it has not been wholesome. In fact, it's been pushing an agenda from the beginning. In fact, we've been trying to tell people that people like Biggie, Puff, Busta, Tupac, all of them are not straight individuals. We got blasted for it. In fact, to the tune of people calling us all kinds of names and going after their gods about it, man. Y'all don't know Tupac. Tupac was a gangster. Was he, though? Was he? The same thing with Biggie? Now, hear me out. If you're going to infer something and the person is not, let's just say, and I'm going to cover all the arguments so you have no more room to run, okay? Just suppose that the individual is a woman. Question number one, why put her in front of a urinal pretending to pee and other men looking at her like, why? Why? That's my first question. Secondly, why pick the most manly faced woman you can find to put in that music video? If it's a woman. Now I remember clearly back in the 80s, even the 70s, and a lot in the 90s, they knew how to pick some really attractive women for music videos. Don't tell me they didn't have any. Please don't try that one on me. We had people like Mariah Carey, okay? We had when Mary J. Blige was good. She's also in that video, by the way. We had a whole lot of beautiful, Aaliyah, pretty women, right? Why, if you're talking about being called Big Poppa and you want to have their babies, would you pick the most manly-looking woman to go talk to after she just came out of a male's bathroom using the urinal? I'm just asking the question everybody should be asking, but ain't nobody asking. Because you're going to say, well, I didn't see that before. So because you didn't see it, it didn't happen. It happened. You can dump the whole line that back in the day, music was better. Just say we were blinded. We didn't see. They did a good job of masking it, or the social aspect of it wasn't being pushed so hard that it was an obvious thing. That I will give you. I will give you that you were not prompted to look for it around every corner, so they can slip it in without you even noticing. In fact, some of you may have noticed and just laughed, snickered at it. What is she doing in the male's bathroom? Well, what is she doing in there? That's so funny. She just snuck into the men's bathroom. I could see you thinking that. Today, though, if you look at that video now, can you see how they were buttering you up? There are tons of now rappers who actually wear dresses. So here's my other question. Did the lifestyle portrayed in those videos back in the day influence what we see brazenly today that you say is just so out there? Is it that because they just felt comfortable now in the social aspect to introduce it to your eyes itself that now you can see it? I'm gonna go on a limb and say that that particular music video was not the only one. In fact, we know for a fact it wasn't the only one. We covered this before when we talked about a Biggie video with one Puff Daddy in it. We were concerned about one particular character on this boat and pool scene. Y'all remember that one? And the individual looked an awful lot like not a female. So, okay, suppose it happened in only 2. Do you think if it happened in 2, it couldn't happen in 4, 6, 8, just without you knowing? The purpose of us bringing this to you is this. Many of us want to look back on our youth and think it was just clear, clean, untouched, unfettered, just beautiful. We grew up before things got perverse. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to you, but back in the day, it was horrific. And I'm going to give you just one main example. And I'm not going to get too graphic with it. But let's just take, for instance, the industry of anyone who has been under the influence and addiction of pornography can easily tell you that there has been zero shift in the level of perversion from the 70s till now. Zero change. The only change is film quality. That's it. They can record from more angles. That's it. So for people to say, oh man, people are so perverse now. No, do not forget that even back to the Romans, they had centers built around sex. So please, we're not going to use the argument that things were better. You just happen to be seeing it now because you're older, one, and the society that you live in has made it more blatant to you. Not that it's not readily available back then, it was. Now it is a social thing. Music, the arts, that's where it was limited to. Now it's spilled over into every facet of life. There is no difference now between a straight rapper or a gay rapper because every last one of them indulge in the exact same things. You just may not hear about it until it becomes mainstream. See what I mean? How many of you would have thought that people like Busta Rhymes would be sus? Just a thought. Remember back in the day, he was like a hardcore guy, right? Gangster, thug, hardcore. Roar, that voice. But he's been known to have his share of, unscrupulous behavior.
And the little lawyer guy we was with, You know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us.
Every last one of the big names. Biggie was no exception. If Biggie was not an exception, he would not okay this video. He would never have put himself in that position to even infer that a woman was using a male bathroom for him to then go push a man out the way so he can get some. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud, and I don't care if y'all get mad. They're not straight. Biggie, gay. Busta, gay. Puff, gay. Every last one of them. Mary J, gay. They all do it because it's part of their initiation, and it is part of the agenda that they have. It is just simply part of it. You can't escape that. Everything that leads to the destruction of your life is what they promote. And the easiest way for you to get it into your system is with sex. It is the most base human need. It is one that we have to fight with from the time we hit puberty to the time we enter the grave. Everybody at one point or another has to struggle with this ravenous need to be satisfied sexually. Some conquer it quicker than others. Some never conquer it. Some go to the point where they do not want to conquer it and they want to influence others into not conquering it as well. Welcome to the world of rap music. In fact, just about any genre of music anymore. But we're talking about Biggie here. And we're talking about Busta, and we're talking about Puff. This was not news. This wasn't something that just showed up lately in the 2000s or possibly in the 2010s or 2020s. This has been going on for a while. We were just blinded to it because we were too happy to indulge it. So no, rap music wasn't better back in the day, and it all of a sudden became this disaster of a... No, it was always perverse. It always pushed the agenda. It just did it better than it's doing it now. And you were indoctrinated to believe that, which is why you can defend it. I was too. Many of us were. But if you are with any reasonable modicum of decency, you would think to yourself, maybe I should at least give this an honest go and look at it critically. And if you look at this critically, there is no way you can justify the action in that video. You can't. There's no way you can. And still call the individual a man. Now, y'all, I'm expecting, trust too strong when we say this. We are fully expecting every last ravenous defender of Biggie and all the rappers we mentioned to come out of the woodworks and just light up the comment section with all kinds of statements of how we're judgmental. Well, let me put your mind at ease. Yes, we are. Totally 100% judgmental because this is what they show us. I can only make an assessment based on what you tell me and what you show me. And from what Biggie's showing me, he ain't straight. From what Busta was showing me, that dude ain't straight neither. Like an S maybe, but no, not straight. No. But if you want to continue to believe that and defend that, that is entirely your choice. But what you can't say after this is that you never knew.